Hello and welcome to this guide on how to get all the champion scrolls as quickly as possible. This guide should take you through all the locations that get the fastest scroll drops. For those that don't know, champion scrolls are a piece of completionist content where there is a 1 in 5k drop rate for certain monsters to drop these scrolls, and then you go down a little basement in the Champions Guild, kill the monsters, and you get a little banner on the wall. Since my last video, they've released the Champion Scroll Cape, so I imagine there's a bit of renewed interest in doing this, even though I think it's the rarest cape in the game, which is quite interesting, so maybe not that much interest, but I thought I'd make it anyway. So this is an update on my previous guide, because a few spots have changed. I've been told that my last one's a bit outdated, so I thought I'd come and make a new one, so I'm nice and up to date. Yeah, hope you enjoy it, and if you have any other sort of criticism or new spots or anything I've missed, please tell me down in the comments and I'll see if I can make some changes or add something in the description. So yeah, thank you very much, hope you enjoy it. So we are going to be killing lesser demons in the Revs Cave. This came out fairly recently, it's a fairly new method, but essentially they done fucked up and put lesser demons in a multi-spot, so yeah, we'll be heading there to kill them. I get there using a burning amulet to the bandit camp and then run through that little cave thing just to the east, and then you should be there. Alright, so here's where I put my cannon, just kind of slap it in the middle there. You kind of just whack it down and then yeah, go a bit nuts, pot up. So, okay, so this is in the Wildy, it is Rev Caves and it is multi, so chances are you'll probably die during the 6 or 7 hours that you'll be here. Basically, to counter that, well, I don't know, I've been here for a bit, I haven't seen any PKs, but it's in below 30 wilderness, so you can just edgefield tele out. And also, it's in an area of the Rev Caves that no one really goes. The Revenants are on the complete other side of the caves, so you shouldn't really be bothered by them. The only reason anyone would kind of come in here is if they were particularly looking for you. Maybe they saw my guide and thought there'd be some cannonballs to get. The only thing you're really risking are cannonballs. Turn your player attacks to hidden. Don't get all cocky and try and anti-PK because you will lose your stuff. So yeah, I take 4 items. I should have protect item on. And then yeah, go nuts, have fun. It's really quick, it's about 700 kills per hour, so a lot better than the previous, almost double, well, not almost double, but quite a lot more than the previous method, so yeah, enjoy. So for this goblin method, we will be killing them in this little barn just to the west of the windmill, southeast of Draenor Manor, and just northeast of Draenor Village. I got here using a glory amulet, quite an easy teleport, and you just run northeast, but it was probably equidistant from the Draenor Manor teleport on the Arceus spellbook. So this is a great little spot for goblins. It's not multi, but because goblins have such little health and your cannon pretty much kills them straight away, it's pretty much, you can see like they're just dying before they get to me, so they can't break the multi hit. Yeah, it's a really quick spot. It's so much quicker than one that I had in my previous video or any of the other spots previously. It's about, I've tested it at about 2,900 kills per hour, but it's just really fast basically. So yeah, come here when you want your goblin task your goblin scroll. This also makes it the fastest scroll out of all of them. So if you want to just do your music cape, get that out of the way, then you want to come here and do this. Okay, so for ghouls we'll be heading to the south graveyard and we'll be killing the ghouls in the southern spot. The graveyard is just west of Canifis and you can get there by using the fairy ring, which is CKS, or you can also use the south graveyard teleport on the Arceus spellbook, and you can use that in tablet form as well. So the method for ghouls is pretty simple. You place your cannon as shown and you stand in between those 3 little gravestone thingies, and a lot of the ghouls will get trapped so they can't really attack you, and you just stand there and attack the ghouls. Pretty basic,
max out your range offense, bring some range pots, and you should be getting this in no time. It's around about 700 to 800 kills an hour, so it's a fairly fast one. So, onto hill giants. You'll find them on the northwest part of Shazian House by the graveyard in this little corner here. The Xeric's Amulet teleport should bring you around here, so again it's just the northwest up there, and in the next clip you should be able to see where to place your cannon and where to stand. So this is the spot for hill giants. I'm pretty sure this is the most kills per hour, because essentially you put the cannon in the middle, you hide in these little bushes, and you get multi-hits on most of the hill giants. Sometimes they'll run off into that corner, but you can go in and clear them out fairly easily. The inventory doesn't really matter, you just kind of want to bring range potions, because I think you're going to be killing them so fast so you're not going to be picking anything up. So I've got a soul bearer and seed box and stuff in my inventory, but you really don't need it. Other than that, yep, just bring void, blowpipe like most of the others, and you'll be fine. To kill Jogres, we'll be heading into this dungeon, which is at the north of Tideboy 1A village. I think it's a village. To get there, I'm using Tideboy 1A teleport scrolls, but there's a number of different teleports, including the Brimhaven House portal. Once you're in the dungeon, we'll be going to the upper level, which can be found here. And you can just walk up, and you'll be heading to this southern spot here, and you'll see the stalagmite, where you will set your cannon up next to it in the next clip. So for Jogres, it's a pretty basic setup of put up your cannon as shown, stand on the northeast spot, and then basically just blow pipe and cannon them, and they die fairly quickly. One problem I found was that I was running out of health, so as you can see here I've bought a melee helm switch and a Saradomin Godsword, and that seemed to be alright. I've bought some sharks as well, just for like boosting up my HP if it goes low. They also drop pineapples and knives, so you can use a safe spot to the southwest of that little stalagmite just there, and heal up with those. But other than that, yep, fairly basic little thing. Alright, so here we are. This is probably the best, well, it is the best place to get the skeleton scroll if you want to just go for it. I'm using basically max chinning equipment, so black chins, buckler, void is better than armadillo here. And I've got a cannon. The cannon might be a bit overkill, but it gets you a little bit better damage per second, which is quite nice. So yeah, this spot is around 1,300 to about 1,500 kills per hour, which is fairly nice, fairly fast, but very expensive. If you don't want to be spending millions getting this scroll, which can be gotten passively as well, then by all means use one of the other methods, such as one in my previous guide. Or maybe underneath the dig site area. It's also a pretty good spot. But if we're going for fastest, which this spot definitely is, then you're going to want to be doing this. So yeah. So for this method of killing imps, you'll be using two spacers at once. You'll be setting up your cannon below this little monastery, below the Kurend house portal, and you will also be heading over to the, if I can spell it right, to the Ardoin monastery as well, and killing imps around here. You can get here using your Ardy cloak. I think you can teleport with the first version, I think, so very easy to get to, and those are the two locations for killing imps. Okay, so this method for killing imps is quite interesting. You can see here I've set up my cannon below the monastery in Zaya, Kurend. I think it's the Hosidius district, and I then teleport using my Ardy cloak to the Ardoin monastery, where there's quite a collection of imps. The idea is basically to wait for your cannon to run out of cannonballs by killing these imps here. It greatly ups the amount of imps you can kill per hour. I mean someone may have thought of this, but I kind of figured it out myself with the help of a friend. So yeah, that's pretty much the method. Once you finish, you teleport back to Kurend using either a max cape, a construction cape, or a teleport tablet. refill your cannon, and then teleport back to this place. Oh yeah, one more thing. You will need a lot of stamina potions. You're going to be running around a lot. And I've got the Bone Crush in my invent just to track how many monks I kill with my cannon, so I can detract that if I'm deciding how many kills per hour I'm doing. Earth Warriors can be found in the Edgefield dungeon, just in this northern part up here, which is by the place to the air obelisk and just north of the Chaos Druids here and the red spiders. We'll be going to this northern cave here and setting up your cannon. They are one of the slower monsters to kill for champion scrolls, but you should stick at it. It's a good fun one, seeing as it's in level 9 wilderness and people will try and come and kill you. It is quite hard to get PK'd here, but don't get lulled into a false sense of security. It is still dangerous, so don't bring anything you don't want to lose. Okay, so Earth Warrior is a little bit different from the others. I'll be using Darox on Crush, seeing as that is their weakness and they have higher HP than some of the other monsters. You're going to want to set your cannon up as shown, and you want to stand on this west wall as shown in the video. If they're coming from the north, you stand on the southern spot, and if they're coming from the east, you stand on the spot just one tile higher. They max hit a 5, so if you keep your HP around the 10 to 15 range, you should be safe. It is in level 9 wilderness, so you want to keep an eye out for PKers and bring a little food just in case you do get attacked. That's pretty much it. It is one of the slower ones, so you'll have to have a bit of patience, but best of luck. The zombies you are going to be killing can be found in the Graveyard of Shadows. You can easily get here using the Kara Langar teleport from the ancient spellbook, or using a games necklace to teleport to the Corporal Beast Cave and then running out. Be careful, round here it is multi and sometimes you have clans hiding in the trees to kill you, so yeah, be careful about that. But the fastest way is definitely the Kara Langar teleport. You will need to place your cannon as shown and hide behind that little tombstone gravestone thing in the middle there. And it's not multi-combat, but because of that save spot, it's effectively multi-combat. You'll kill them before they can get to you. You do need to worry about the zombies coming in from the south though, because they can attack you and they'll break this little multi-hit thing you've got going on. It is in the wilderness, it's about 20 wilderness, so you're fine to bring Void as long as you're willing to run back and grab it. But bring a lot of Sara Brews and anything else that you want to keep you alive. You should be able to teleport away using like a house telly or something, so no worries. The hobgoblins we will be killing will be in this little mine to the southwest of the Black Chinchumper Hunter spot. To get there, the fastest way would be using your Hunter Cape and teleporting to the Black Chins, or there's a Wilderness Obelisk at level 35. There's also a canoe system that can take you up to this level here. It is in level 31 Wilderness, so don't bring anything you don't want to lose. And also bring like some food, some prayer pots to keep you alive in case you get TB'd. So this method is really simple. You place your cannon as shown and you stand in this little U shape in the mithril rocks and blowpipe the hobgoblins. The ones from the south can sometimes come and break the multi-hit spot, so you should try and focus on them, but otherwise it's really straightforward. You are in level 31 wilderness, so you will need to bring a one-click teleport that can take you down from 30 wilderness. I suggest the Royal Seed Pod from Monkey Madness 2. Other than that, keep an eye out for PKers and don't bring anything you don't want to lose. Alright, thank you for watching. Hope it's helped you get some champion scrolls, even if it's just one for the music cape. So it's this time again where I say thank you to a few people that have helped me make this guide, because I wouldn't have been able to make it without like the immense amount of support and knowledge that people have given me, and the previous guides that have been made on this topic. So I want to thank Pion, Aubrey, Hutchins, Princess, Matto, East Emily, Totus, Sve and Korpos, and everyone else in Totus that have answered my questions and helped me out along the kind of arduous few months that has come to make this guide, or at least this version of the guide. So yep, thank you to them and thank you for watching. Goodbye.